What's up, YouTubers? It's your girl, DayTheMermaid. And first and foremost, let me start off by saying thank you for watching my video. I know I don't have a lot up here right now. That's because I'm kind of starting fresh. I'm like just getting the gist of this thing called YouTube. But this video is like the first one I want to put because it's like, I don't know, I guess I'm excited about this. That's why. Let's say that. So anyway, this video is about my new tail that I just got. So a couple weeks ago was Mermagicon. I was lucky enough to be able to attend this event, and even more lucky to have been able to get a new tail. And it was a difficult thing because there was so many great tails there. I mean, there was so many different tail makers, and I mean, like Mertailer. Let's not even talk about their line of tails. Like seeing them up close and personal is a whole different experience from shopping online. So anyway, but I ended up finding a tail for me, and it just so happened to be a Gripmore tail. And so I think this is probably going to be the first review from someone that's bought one of their tails. I'm not sure, but anyway, I knew nothing about Gripmore, like nothing. So shout out to Miss Phelan. She definitely taught me or sold me. She sold me. Like best salesperson ever. And it's not necessarily to say that she was just a salesperson. She literally was like, she loved this tail too. She supports them, and not them. Mermaid Zari is who designs the tail. And let me just say, this girl got some she got some skill going on, because this tail is it. I'm telling you, it's it. But anyway, luckily it was 50% off, so I only paid $7.50 for it. When I was there, I basically seen this tail, and it was like, why not try it on, you know? I was already in like bathing suit. So I tried the tail on. It was like Cinderella. It fit me, and I'm definitely a very small size, so like putting it on is like it was a workout. But I ended up getting in the tail, and voila, she came home with me. I was even lucky enough to have bought the tail right like maybe 10 minutes before my photo shoot, and I even got to take pictures in it. So I got my first underwater photo shoot with Melanie Quintella. I could probably like chop and screw anybody's name. You guys can follow her. She's a really amazing photographer, and I am so like excited to see my pictures. Like I know they're gonna be great. I had fun just taking the pictures with her. She's like full of energy, and this is going off the fact that she was taking a lot of pictures that day. So she was in the water for a while taking pictures. So yeah, but she was so fun to like work with, period. But back to this tail. This is her. I'm going to tell you guys all the details. My personal opinion on this tail. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to feel differently about it. And I'm just giving you my true and honest opinion on the tail. So, first of all, let's talk about these scales. And she's still wet, but let's get a close-up. This is the tail and the scales, and they are amazing. I mean, like the detail on them, everything is just amazing. And this color was perfect. I love the color. The color was perfect for me. First of all, this whole tail is biomimetic. That means that it's basically like the elements of nature, you know, like it's made out of all natural things. I can't really get into the science of it, but you could definitely look that up. It's biomimetic and like biomimicry. So basically this is like safe for the water, safe for the environment, safe for the fishes. So that is like 100% important when you're putting things like this into the water. So we got to care about our environment first. We got to care about the animals and nature and all of that stuff, because we are a part of this. That should be the number one thing that we are caring about when putting things into the water. And they've got it down packed. Like I said, everything is made basically out of nature. So the side fins here, as you can see, they're like a more of a plastic type feel. It's not actual plastic again, but that's the type of feel. It's like a netting type feel here, but it's really it's kind of hard. I think it's just to make like an illusion, honestly, because in the water you get the illusion. Even outside of the water, you get the illusion of the fin. It flows beautifully, and they even have somewhat extra fins on the side and stuff like that. But this is the top part of it. It kind of blends in, as you can see. Now, the bottom, basically why it's made like this is because the fluke inserts right here, because there's an interchangeable fluke. So the fluke, you can add one from a purple tail, blue tail, whatever. You can literally just switch the flukes out as however you want, mix and match, whatever. But that was really dope to me, honestly. So that's one thing. And then another thing is really like you can just fold this thing over and roll it, and you know your tail's safe, and it goes right into like a bag or whatever you need to put it in. But yeah, now swimming in it is amazing. It is the most amazing feel. It's tight fitting. Now I need something to go over the rimming of it. You'll see that in the video that I have, but I definitely need a belt or something because it fits perfectly. But then of course, you know, the gapping when you swim and everything, we all have had that problem. I tried to put a netting around it, you can see in the video, but we'll get to that. But now the fluke. Let me show you the fluke. All right, let me stand up so I can get a good view of her. As you can see, she needs to be stretched out. It's a little bent in a little bit because of being in the car and everything. It has a vinyl casing in it. Now the casing is also like made out of like safe material and stuff like that. As you can see, I have the Mahina fin inside of it. It also fits the Finis, a Finis monofin. I'm not sure exactly which one, but I know it fits a Finis. I don't have one. I want one. I'm gonna get one eventually, but anyway, my Mahina does the job. It also goes inside my beta tail, but I haven't taken it out since I put it in because I think I'm gonna leave it in actually and just get me another Mahina fin because it's a very thin fabric. It's not super thick. It has little, what are these called? Holes for the water to come out of. I can't think of the name of it, but yeah. It has those. And but the fabric's very thin. You can see right here, this is ripping in the center. Let me see if I can kind of show you. It's ripping right here in the center because of, you know, like pulling and tugging. You know, it's a little bit difficult too. I also ripped it just a little bit. This was the first day I got it, putting it in the casing when I was getting ready for the photo shoot. But that's nothing that can't be fixed. It just needs to be, you know, sewn in there. But putting these casings in are not easy. Like, we have to fold them in and then flip it and all of this extra stuff. It's not easy. So there is a lot of wear and tear that happens to your tail. And with this one, this fabric being so thin, that's what makes it so flowy. But the casing is super thin. Like, I mean, it's super light and durable and like flexible, so I wouldn't expect it to be like 1,000 pounds of plastic. But that makes the fluke extra light and, you know, flowy. That's where it gets that flow from when you see it in the water and everything like that. But the fluke pretty much goes into the tail. Let's see if I can finesse this. Ooh, that's cold. But this is how you would insert it. Now, one thing you're going to see in the video is a lot of lifting. So you'll see a lot of lifting happening right here. Bear with me, it's not that big of a deal, but if you want to, you can get the little button thing. I have some and I'm actually going to put them on here and you're probably going to see that eventually, but you could get the little button, you know, like a snap button. Put one here and put one where your tail lines up with. I would suggest putting it on so that you know where your tail lines up at it with it. So when it does come down, you could just button that on. Literally, you just attach a piece to here, attach a piece to here, button it. And you would do that on both sides so that you don't have to worry about the pulling. And I also noticed in my video that it doesn't just pull up from here. it goes up from here too. Now, I'm going to try it with just one button, but I'm also going to probably add 2 more on the sides just to make sure that it's secure. But I'm fine with that, honestly, because if I'm just swimming, that's fine. But when I'm doing my videos, of course, I'm not going to want those types of problems, but that's not a big issue to me. That's not at all. So that's one of my small cons about this tail. But let's get on to one of my other cons. It's not a big one. More pros than cons, I can definitely assure you of that. But one thing I can say about it is that they weren't lying about the scales basically like not coming off. Like, these things are on there. Like, they're on there. Now, one problem I did have, I'm going to show you guys, and bear with me because I'm missing 2 scales now. Here and here. So before, they kind of, here's one, some more that are kind of like that actually. So this whole lining right here is kind of, I'm guessing because they're more towards the rim that they're coming off and not like secured on like these, because they're, you know, they're towards the ending. That's why I feel like these ones aren't as tight fitted onto there like the rest of them are. But that's one of the problems, because of course this is a very new tail, so I've only swam in it once for my photo shoot a couple of weeks ago, and I pretty much just had it sitting like rolled ready to go for when I'm ready to swim in it, which was yesterday. And one more thing is the side fins. So like I said, it's a plastic kind of feel to it, but my little details on the fins are rising, which again, I could probably glue those down. Like, I'm not completely unsatisfied with this tail. Like, I'm actually like 98% satisfied with this tail. Like, besides these little things that I'm showing you, this tail is freaking amazing. Like, it's dead ass amazing. Like, I can't even front. Like, one more thing that I've noticed too is like the peeling on the paint. As you can see, like on this scale right here, I'm probably super closer than I have to be, but I want you guys to be able to see it. Like right here on this scale, the paint, like whatever type of paint it is that is on there, or you know, it's kind of peeling. But of course, I know it's gonna take forever for the whole tail to start looking like this. It like, but those couple things that are wrong with it, that I feel that are wrong with it. But other than that, it's amazing. It's 100% safe for the water. Again, swimming in it is amazing. It feels so good. It's smooth in the water. The tail is just like a part of you. Like when I was swimming, I had to get used to the fact that it's so light. Like, I'm so used to my beta tail and it being super heavy, and I'm like having to, you know, kick, like actually put force into it. With this, it just flows. So like with one kick, it's just like, all right, you know, it takes off. It kind of reminds me of an angelfish. Like when you see all the flowiness, like it's not big like a beta, but more pretty and, you know, sensual and stuff like an angelfish. So that's my review, my personal review on the Gripmore tail. And again, I love this tail. Mermaid Zari, you are amazing. Like, this is the dopest tail that I've seen so far, with its design and the idea of it. The idea of it is what takes it. Like, it takes the cake. The fact that you guys made it to where you can switch out the fluke, that right there is dope. Like, just keep making more, because of course I'm probably gonna want another one. I know I'm gonna want another one, but even with the little flaws that it comes with, I still love this tail, because every tail that we have has wear and tear. After a while, it decides to, you know, go on the deep end. But this is my new baby. I've been saying for months that I need a tail that goes with me. And like this right here, like, stop playing with me. Like, stop playing. This baby, yes. Like, I'll wear her. She's my tail of choice, like, favorite shoes, you know? Like, this is it. So, again, Mermaid Zari, thank you for this design, and I thank you, Gripmore, for actually bringing this thing to life. Like, this right here is just amazing. Like, hands down, dope ass tail. Like, you got this. This is it. Okay, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And again, like I said, I know I don't have a lot of videos up here, but I'm working on it. I just figured this thing out, and I think I'm getting the hang of it. So I'm Day the Mermaid. Thank you for watching my channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can see what else I got coming for you. Thank you, guys.